Hi guys, you're welcome to today's class, and today we'll be exploiting a login page using SQL injections. So in case you're new to the channel, my name is Charles and I'm a penetration tester. So without wasting so much of your time, let's dive into action. So guys, for the sake of this exercise, we're going to be solving this lab, this PortSwigger lab, and as usual, the link to the lab will be in the description, so check it out. So we're going to access the lab. Yeah, and the instruction says this lab contains a SQL injection vulnerability in the login function. To solve the lab, perform a SQL injection attack that logs into the application as the administrator user, right? So let's just check it out. Okay, this appears to be an e-commerce website. Okay, so this is the login page, and let's just try random login details first. So I just tried admin and it didn't work. Invalid username or password. Okay, so the next step we are going to take is to put a random SQL character into the field and see what happens. Okay, so we are going to put it. We're just going to put something like this and also put a random password admin login. Okay, as you can see, it's showing us internal server error. This is telling us that something went wrong. That means our SQL injection will work, right? It's telling us that this field is vulnerable to SQL injections, else what we put in there won't have broken it, right? So at least that's a step. We'll have found out that this field is vulnerable to an SQL injection, right? So let me just quickly show you guys something. Okay, so we know how SQL works, right? So for the login page, it's something like this. Select from users, where username is equal to, let's just put something like this, and the password is equal to, okay, so we have something like this. This is how a basic SQL code is. So this is telling us, this is just us trying to figure out how to break it, because we are kind of guessing how the code structure is, right? So now this is where the username is, and what we put in there is admin, right? And the password initially, and it told us invalid details. Then the second time we put something like this. So you see the issue we have. I don't know why this keeps correcting me. Okay, you see what we did here, why it showed us the error was because it mistook this as a closing. Do you understand? It's seeing this as closing the first opening, and this second one doesn't have a closing, so that is why it gave us the error, right? So what we put in there was admin, but we don't know the password, right? So let's try something like this. Admin, then we'll do something like this. So you see what I put in here? This is us commenting out every other thing that comes after admin. So this is just a comment sign, right? So it's not, the program is not going to read anything that comes out this after this comment, right? So that means we have changed this script to select from users where username is equal to admin. Don't check the password. That is what we are telling it. We are trying to trick the system into not checking the password, right? So let's see how this works. Let's see if this works. So just go back here and put it in there. You can put in any random password and see what happens. Okay, it still tells us invalid username or password. But remember, this name, the username was guessed, right? We used admin, and probably there's no admin in the database. But according to the question, they say we should log in as administrator. So let's use that as the username. So administrator, right? Then we'll log in. Okay, I'll just put in a random password, then log in. Whoa, congratulations, you've solved this lab. So as you can see, we were able to trick the system into not looking for the password, just checking the username, and if it exists, it just logs you in. So this is just a basic example of SQL injection and how it works. So thank you very much, guys, and see you on the next video.